Well, hello everybody. It's Deb Naylor from the Flying Stamper, and I'm here today to go over some tips and alternate ideas for the October 2022 Paper Pumpkin kit, and it's called Ho Ho Ho. So the kit makes 9 Christmas cards, and they're very cute. This is how they come out if you make them as the design is shown in your kit. So they have really nice, cute coordinating envelopes. I love that. And then here's another one. And that envelope. And then here's the third one. And this envelope. So let me start out by telling you the supplies that I like to use for my kit every month, and then we'll talk about the kit a little bit, and then I'll show you some alternates. So I like to use this paper piercing mat. It works really well with the Photo Palmer stamps. And the mat is only $5. You can find it in the annual kit. And then you need a D-block. And I like to use my Take-A-Pick tool, and sometimes you need scissors. So that's what I like to use with the kit. Really, the only thing you do need is a D-block. This just makes my stamping experience a little easier for me. So the kit did come in a specialty box this month. It's so cute. And, you can cover this and use this for a Christmas gift. It would be very, very cute. I like to repurpose things. As always in the kit, you get a stamp set. And this is a good-sized one and very cute images and words. And then you get an ink spot, Early Espresso. And a little tip on the ink spots, I like to just take my paper snips and loosen the label on the side and leave it intact on the back so it stays together. And then I like to put a little punch out of the color. You can write the name on there too. These need to be stored upside down when you're not using them. And then of course there were all the ingredients to make the project, including adhesives. And this month, I don't know why, but I always get a kick out of the dimensionals when they're oversized, when they're bigger than a dimensional sheet. I just, I feel like I got a freebie or something. So I guess I'm a little bit of a freak. But anyway, I like the size of these dimensionals. I use so many dimensionals. And then another tip I have for you is when you're stamping your sentiments, to leave the frame in the die. So I see I'm missing one, but instead of punching this out, do your stamping first and then punch it out. Some of these little pieces, and I don't have the one that is particularly tricky. I'll show you when I get to the card. They move around when they're loose, but if you keep them in the holder, then they will not move around on you. Okay, so let's start talking about some alternates that I did. So here's one. And this is all from the kit. I didn't add anything to it. I just rearranged how things were a little bit. I really like this little stamp that came in the kit. It says deliver to. I thought that is so cute for the front of envelopes. You could put it on a treat holder too. Okay, so there's one. If you're one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers and you're on Facebook, I'll upload all of these to the album so you'll have access to them if you want to play around with them. This is just a slight variation, and it was actually an alternate suggestion that was on the back of the flyer that we get with the directions. And I just changed well, maybe this wasn't. I guess maybe it was my own idea. I use the joy instead of the Santa in the middle, so like that. Everything else is just like the original project. Okay, and on this one, I just turned the sheet that we have with the snowflakes on the other side, so it was white. I took a big snowflake, and these are all also from the kit. I didn't add anything to these, just changing the kit up a little bit. This is the same, just everything's from the kit, just changing up how I designed it. And then here's another one. And again, everything's from the kit. I didn't add anything to it. And then here's my last one that I played with the kid. I like this with the snowflake behind the joy. Okay, so here's a couple alternate ideas where I did use other product. So this is the negative from one of the labels. This is this piece right here, and I just very carefully fussy cut it out of the holder. And then I used a piece of basic white cardstock and stamped the Santa and the reindeer. And this is from the kit, and then I added basic white cardstock and I embossed it with the fern embossing folder. This is actually some baker's twine that we got in a previous paper pumpkin kit. We always have a little bit of leftover, and I love saving that. This is cherry cobbler layer and then a basic white layer. So I did add quite a bit to this one to make it. And then here's another one, and this shows another idea with the negative. I used the negative as a stencil, and then I fussy cut it so then I'd have a little bit of an outline. And then the Santa image, I just randomly stamped around on the card. You know, back in the old school days, we didn't have die cuts or embossing images or any of the things that we have now. So we often decorated our cards just by randomly stamping images in the background. So that's kind of what I did. I went old school. Let me show you the stenciling information there that I did on that card. So I cut this out, and then you can see I sponged it, and I sponged that on a piece of basic white cardstock. And then after I sponged it, I fussy cut it out so that I'd have the dark image. Let me show you the card again. Okay, so I put it on here on the basic white, and then I very carefully sponged it. And I used a Stampin' Sponge. You could use a dauber, or you could use the blending brushes too. If you're using the blending brushes, you would have to mask all of this other area off. Otherwise, it won't probably show very well. So sponges or daubers probably work best. And then when I got through, I fussy cut around the outside of the Mary images, and then I carefully glued it on top. And then I sponged this area too. It was pretty hard to keep the sponging off of that, so then I thought, well, just go with it, Deb. So, and then the Christmas is from the stamp set too. Okay, my last project is a 3D, a little treat holder. And these little North Pole sacks are an add-on, and they're intended to go with next month's kit. So this is what they look like. You get 12 in a package. They're very cute. They're food safe. They are called North Pole sacks. They are available for purchase right now while supplies last. Item 162416, and they're $4 for a package of 12. And they're the perfect size for a cookie. But what I have inside of this is actually a tea bag and then a little wafer. So somebody that really likes tea, that's a really cute little gift for them. And this tea bag is just the right size. This is Rishi tea. You can get that online. And then the little biscuit or wafer, I actually got a bunch of those, a big bag of them at Costco last month. And we used them in our Shelley's card class for a treat holder, and then I've used them for Halloween too. So everything on the project did come from this month's kit. The Mary, the Santa, the snowflakes, the little embellishments, this stamp. So the only thing I added onto this was the North Pole sacks. And I don't know if you can see it in the video very well, but I did color in the Santa's face with the Wink of Stella, so it's all sparkly. Anyway, very cute. So if you're attending the Giftable class in December, I am actually doing a project with this, a treat holder. And okay, so one more tip on the negatives. You have this beautiful sheet of snowflakes that you punch out and use on your projects. There's quite a bit left over on the negative. So take one of your smaller punches and use up these sheets before you just recycle it. So these stars I thought would be really cute. Let's see, it looks like I can get 3 out of there in that shimmery paper. So 1, where did they go? Yeah. You know, when you punch things out, they hide from you. So they're around here somewhere. I'll find them. There's one. There's a couple more in here somewhere. Okay, so that's another tip with the negative. Before you throw that away, maybe punch some little cute punches out or little dies, whatever you have. Okay, let's talk about next month's kit. So next month's kit actually does coordinate with this month's kit, and it's going to be gift tags, and they're meant to go with the Santas or the North Pole sacks. I want to keep calling these Santa sacks. So the kit will come with enough ingredients to make 12 tags, 4 of 3 designs, and there will be a cherry cobbler spot. This is kind of what they've given us as a sneak peek. I don't know that this is actually what they're going to look like. Maybe. But you can see there's some really pretty mint macaroon glimmer paper back there. So these are going to be pretty cute. I'm actually planning to probably use most of these on Christmas cards. I need a lot of Christmas cards. So I would be happy to just put these on some basic white Christmas or cardstock and just turn them into really pretty Christmas cards. So that's kind of my plan. Also, I meant to tell you there are refills available for the Ho 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 kit. They came out yesterday and they are $11, and refill kits always include everything except the stamp set and the spot. So all the consumables. You can order those online, or you can contact me and I can order them for you. Okay, I hope that you have a really great rest of the week and a wonderful Thanksgiving. Stay safe, everyone, and I will see you next month. Take care. Bye now.